Well, I just got a message from Craig and he's broke down on the way here, so he's not going to make it tonight. So it means there's more Polish sausage and beer for me this evening. So it's going to be Billy No Mates tonight. Right, so for tonight's culinary delights, we need an onion. We've got some Polish sausage. We've got Polish mustard. We're going Polish tonight. Good old faithful ketchup. And we've got some kapusta. This is like sauerkraut, but it's like sweet cured. It's with cabbage, carrot, and there's some pepper in that as well. So we're going to do proper hot dogs today. It's a hot smoked sausage, so it's already pre-cooked, but we're going to cook this in a special way today. So as you can see, they're massive sausages. And am I going to eat a whole one of those? I think I'll give it a go. Right, so like I said, so this is pre-cooked. I'm just going to cut this in two. Now what you want to do is come side on with your knife and just score the skin at a diagonal on one side, and then basically just come the other way with the scoring, and then over on the other side again, so all crisscrossed on both sides. Either it's getting dark really quickly or it is about to hammer it down. I get a feeling it's about to hammer it down. Right, I think it's beer o'clock again. So I've got all of these to have by myself tonight, haven't I, Craig? So we've got a Bacchus now. This is one of my favourite Belgian beers. This is a cherry beer. 5.8%. It's an absolute beautiful beer. Now all I need is something to open it with. Oh, cheers. So the next thing we've got is Salepska, which is a typical Polish mustard. So we'll just have some of that over the top of the kielbasa. Now the reason we're doing this is so all the other bits can stick on the top. Boy, that was a bit too much ketchup. Ketchup, a few onions. And now the pièce de résistance is this kapusta, this sauerkraut. There we go. wasn't just getting dark, it looks like there's a storm coming in. It looks really, really blowy, and it's just started to rain as well. So I'm going to get everything underneath the awning and sit and hide from this. It looks like it's going to be pretty heavy. Right, good morning. I slept so well. This tent is so comfy, and the great thing about it is, especially in the summer when you're camping as well, because it's completely black. When the sides are up here, it's just black. You don't get any light ingress into the tent at all. I was so warm last night, and I'm really struggling to get my sorry ass out from underneath this quilt. Right, what a beautiful morning. It's about 6:44 at the minute. Got an hour or so before Simon turns up. Craig was on his way back, bless him, from North Wales yesterday when he broke down. So I don't know where he is at the moment, but his fuel pump's gone, and he's getting that fixed this morning. So he's not going to make the paddle, but he's going to make the feast this evening, which is good. So right, I'm going to get myself up, get a brew on the go, and get myself sorted. Well, what a difference to last night, huh? It was blowing an absolute hoolie last night. It was raining. I don't know what was going on in that tent over there last night, but I think they had the TV on and were watching a scary movie for a couple of hours, but that kept me awake for a little bit. But look at it now. Absolutely stunning down here. This is an absolute beautiful campsite, this is. You got the river access just down there. You can hire your sups and your kayaks from the boathouse just over yonder there. And then there's an access dike that you can paddle from all of the campsites and the boat hut all the way around to join the main dike that goes onto the River Waveney just behind us. Right, well, I'm all set up. I've got my pack raft and everything all kitted up for the day behind me there. Just waiting for Simon to turn up, and then we're going to do a little bit of a shuttle run to get the gear over to Bungay and then start with today's adventure. Here comes the old charabang.
Magic.
So Simon's come in his Landy, he's got his roof tent as well, and he's turned to the dark side of the force as well and got himself a pack raft.
Yes.
After his little video up in Sweden, he's seen how easy it is to paddle with a pack raft. So we're literally just going to get a lift with a missus up to Bungay. We're going to set up there, and we're going to hit the sauna at Wainford, have a little session in there, and then follow the River Waveney all the way back down to Three Rivers and have a good old feast later on. Right, so here we are at Bungay Staithe. This is location of the Riverside Centre and the Bungay Scout. There is a car park here as well, but the car park's currently closed. A couple of years ago there was a little bit of damage due to the flooding on the bridge, so you can't actually get down here with your car. So the only way that you can actually use the launches here is by actually just unpacking your stuff on the road, dragging your stuff down here, and then finding a parking space on the main road up there. So we're going to head into the water on the lower part of the sluice here and make our way down to Wainford this morning. So we're going to have a visit down to the Secret Sauna. It does get very busy, so if you do fancy a little trip at the Secret Sauna, I'd definitely book up early. I'll stick a link to the Secret Sauna in the description there below. So we're just going to get our pack rafts all set up. So this is maiden voyage for Simon in his alpaca caribou here, which is an absolute fantastic little pack raft. Really recommend this. It's specifically built for bike rafting. today. We're leaving from Bungay. We're going to visit the sauna and then paddle all the way back down to 3 rivers along the River Waveney. Perhaps with a pub stop, Simon, what do you reckon?
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds good. This day just keeps getting better and better.
So this is the Wainford sluice, and there's a portage on all of the sluices on the River Waveney, so we're just going to hop out here, and it's a very, very short portage, and obviously in a pack raft is a lot easier because you haven't got as much weight to drag across. And then the Secret Sauna is literally just behind the silo, which is just in front of us here. Right, so here we are. This is the Secret Sauna, hiding in between these willows. We're just coming through here. Being greeted by a lovely young lady who's going to show us the tricks.
That's a lot easier in a canoe.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right, so here we are at the Secret Sauna. I love this place. It is absolutely fantastic. It's just such an idyllic little sort of hideaway. It's just so relaxing just to come and use the sauna, and even just sitting on the seats here and just looking at the view down the river here. I've said it loads and loads of times in videos before where I've used the sauna and stuff about how beneficial a sauna is to your health, whether it's your mental health and your physical health. It is just an amazing place. So Simon unfortunately is being dragged into the sauna. I've promised I'm going to wear my pants in this one, so so we've just got a little bit of we've got about an hour here really, and then we're just going to make our way further down the river. So we're just going to sit and have a sauna and enjoy this absolutely stunning view. There is nothing better than sitting here in this sauna and looking at this view. Not Simon, that's not the view, but just looking down the river, that's the best thing. But yeah, so the Secret Sauna, like I say, is based just on a little sort of peninsula on the River Waveney here. And it's about, I think it's about £60 for 2 hours, and that's for up to 4 people, so it's not a bad price. But when you look down the river, when you sit outside, when you got a day like today, there's nothing better, absolutely nothing better. Right, that's it, time for a little bit of a cool down. If I can get out, there we are. Whoa, that's better. Dare I jump in the river? Of course I do, I'm that stupid. Is it a jump? Or is it a dip? I think it's a jump. Let's do a jump. Though. Oh, fantastic. Oh, brilliant. Oh. Character building.
Oh. Heart attack, boy.
So if you're saunaing, it's definitely worth getting yourself into some cold water. I wouldn't advise jumping in, but I'm pretty acclimatised to cold water. Get yourself in nice and slowly, and once you come out, the feeling is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. Right, so I think that'll do now. Pleasantly refreshed. That water is definitely character building. So we're just gonna get ourselves all dried up, get back in the rafts and start making our way down to the river. Maybe in time for a lunch at the pub. Definitely recommend that. Right, we're going to paddle down the river towards Ellingham now and find somewhere to have some lunch. So inquisitive, aren't they?
Great, aren't they?
That one reminds me of a Danish girl I once knew. Right, next stop, a pint then. Right, so here we are at the Geldeston lock, so we're going to stop and have a couple of pints, but we're going to get out just behind us. There's a nice little floating pontoon behind us here that they've put in, which makes it a lot easier for canoes and kayaks to get out, as opposed to trying to get up the side of the bank. So right today, because it's a high tide, but normally it's not that easy. How's the beer?
That's a nice pint. And a sausage roll to boot.
Right, well, a couple of pints down, a few more to get into once we get back to the campsite there. So it's probably about half an hour trip before we get back to the campsite, back to Three Rivers, and then we're going to start having a look at getting some food on the go. So we've heard from Craig, so he's probably going to be with us about 6 o'clock, so he's not going to miss this evening's entertainment and festivities. So we're looking to plan to cook on a nice Dutch oven. I've got a nice piece of lamb to do, and I've got a tagine as well to cook. So we're going to get ourselves back and start looking at getting all of that fired up. So it looks like we're straight out of a charity shop here, or out of the 1970s, huh? But you can't beat a bit of fondue. This bit of lamb that we've got here is not big enough, really. It normally has to be a full leg of lamb. So all I'm going to do with this is just pull this piece out here. The first thing we want to be doing with this is just with a fork, is just scoring the top here. The next thing we're going to do is I've got a mix of spices inside of here. Now this is coriander, paprika, salt, cumin and black pepper. I'm just going to rub that into the places that I've just scored. So this is going all into the skin, and it's going all into the meat as well. And the next is a zest off an orange. Personally, I think as much as you can get on there. And the next thing we need to do is wrap this up in some brown paper and then into some foil. Right, there we go. So that's all done. So I'm going to cook this up in a Dutch oven this evening. I'm going to do the tagine on the Frontier stove, so I'm going to stick that back in the fridge now. Get the Dutch oven all sorted out, get the Frontier stove done. Hopefully, it'll all be done by the time Craig gets here. Right, so I'm just going to get the fire pit set up here because there's no fires on the floor around here, so we've got a fire pit that we're going to use. I'm just going to suspend the Dutch oven over the top with a tripod here, so I'm just going to get a piece of this fat wood set up as a fire starter, and we'll get this fire pit up, get the Dutch oven on and get that meat started. So we're going back straight back to the 70s then, are we?
We are going back going back to the 70s. We got good old cheese fondue. So I've got a load of cheese in here. That's Emmental and Gruyere, and I've got some corn flour in here. Got a pan. Got some wine, dry white wine. That's I've got to do the garlic thing. You're supposed to rub the inside of the pan with a cut clove of garlic. I don't know why, but that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm doing it. I've already got the wine in. Oh, I've dropped the garlic in there now. This is the problem when you have beer before cooking. You haven't got your knife on your belt, have you? And I'm just going to add to that wine about a tablespoon of lemon juice. Well, I don't know, is that a tablespoon? A bit more? Probably do, wouldn't it? And we're just going to bring that up to a simmer. Right, the fondue is already in the fondue pot now with a little Meths burner underneath. I'm just cutting up some day-old French bread. I was told to use day-old French bread. I think it holds together better when you dip it. Red or yellow?
Oh, easy me. Respect all of the colours of the world, I do. Let's have that one.
Red.
Right, well, cheers anyway.
Oh, cheers.
That looks really good.
Dunk.
That smells lovely.
Why did fondue not survive the 70s?
I completely forgot how good fondue is. I really did. I remember buying one of these years ago and it just stayed in the cupboard. And I think it got used once.
I think every household in the world has probably got one of these in the cupboard somewhere, haven't they?
So we're on the Ripper now.
That is full-bodied.
Yeah. So the Ripper is an 8.5. 8.5 barley wine by Green Jack.
It's not a beer, it's a barley wine. Of course it is.
Gold at the Great British Beer Festival twice I think, but at least once. But it's so sweet, and it's just got. Yeah. It's a night drink. That's what this one is.
That is a serious beer.
We've got 3 ahead of us as well. Is that all that's left in there? I think that's all it is. And voila.
Oh yes.
My favourite meat. My absolute favourite meat. Do you want some vegan lamb as well?
Oh yes, please. Yeah.
There's plenty of it.
Fantastic, thank you.
Sorry, Craig, but there's plenty of it.
That's delicious, man. Congratulations, man. And cheers.
Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
Spot on.
Oh. Right, I bid you farewell. I spent all day filming and doing all of this. Now it's time for me to sit back and relax. I just want to say a massive thank you for Simon for coming along. And massive thank you for Craig for trying to as well.
Yeah. Hope you get the van sorted out, Craigie.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we're done. We're going to carry on drinking and having a good evening, so we shall catch you in the morning. Right then, morning. What a cracking morning out on the marsh here today. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise. All the mist all over the marshes there. It's absolutely gorgeous down here today. It looks like it's going to be an absolutely beautiful day today. But we're not here all day today, so it's literally just going to be a case of we're just having a clean up at the moment because we left the place in a bit of a mess last night as the evening's meal was sponsored by lots of beer. So we're just going to have a bit of a clean up now, do some washing up, get all the bits all cleaned up. And we got some Arbroath Smokies for breakfast this morning, which I'm looking forward to. So that's really the plan. It's been an absolute cracking weekend. Cheers for coming along.
No, thank you.
Really enjoyed it. It's been absolutely spot on. Nice to get out in the Packrafts and
definitely
and visit the sauna as well. It's been
lovely. Yeah, really refreshing,
spot
gorgeous.
I shall stick all the links to the places we've been to, and you know, like the Secret Sauna and this place is here at the Three Rivers campsite. Do come and visit this place. It's absolutely fantastic. And also a link to the tent I'm using as well, the TentBox cargo. I shall stick a link to that in the description below. But right, we're going to get the water on, give a bit of a clean up done, and get some food on the go. Arbroath Smokies are basically hot smoked haddock from Arbroath in Scotland. If you're not into fish, you're not going to like these. But these are one of my favourites. Just break that off there. Come on. Fantastic, man. That looks awesome. Yeah, one fish.
Thank you very much.
No worries. So there's one thing I just wanted to show you guys is these bivvy lights that I've put onto my awning here. These are absolutely brilliant. These are by a company called Sunblesser, and you can get them off off Amazon, and they basically have got a magnetic strip in the back, and it has a metal plate, so you can literally just fix them onto your awning. I've got one on the back, on the side of the roof tent there, so I've got a little bit of light when I'm coming out in the evening on the ladder. So they've got three different colours. They're remote control as well, and for the sake, I think they're about £24. They're on Amazon at present, so they're pretty cheap as they were. And they also produce these little headlamps, rechargeable headlamps. So there's and what I love about these little headlamps is you can actually lock them. So how many times are you going to get your headlamp out of your pocket and you've had it on all through your walk or whatever? So you can actually lock these off. So it's actually got two little settings here. So you've got one little tiny LED light there with two brightness and a red LED, and then you've got the bigger one here as well. And they're absolutely fantastic bits of kit. So that's Sunblesser. So I'll stick a link to both of those products in the description there for you to take a look at. So I definitely recommend these. They're absolutely brilliant, not just for your fishing bivvy, but like we've got here, we've got them on the awning, and we've got it above the door of the roof tent as well. Right then, so that's Simon all packed away. It's been an absolute spot-on weekend this has here down at Three Rivers and along the river here. It's been absolutely brilliant. The weather's just held out for us compared to Friday when I turned up and it was blowing an absolute hoolie down here and raining. You know, we've had an absolute spot on day yesterday. Well, cheers for coming. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, man.
Really enjoyed it. Look forward to a couple more.
Definitely.
Very soon. Get out on those pack rafts, get on those bikes, and
bit of bike rafting,
and do a bit around here. I think it'll be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so that basically wraps it up for today. So thank you for watching. It's been absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed myself, like I said. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button just there. As always, a couple of videos just blotting out Simon just there. Take a look at those, and we'll see you next time on the next one.